Hold on to your butts for one of the most mystifying thrillers I've ever read. This is 5 Minute Books. I'm Garrett Robinson, independent author of Rebel Yell. Welcome back to 5 Minute Books, where I promise to tell you everything you need to know about popular books in 5 minutes or less. It's bestseller week, and I'm reviewing the psychological thriller Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. As always, this show will be spoiler-free, which is going to be difficult today, but here we go. Gone Girl is about a married couple, Nick and Amy Dunn, living in North Carthage, Missouri, and begins on the day of their 5th wedding anniversary. Nick, who runs a bar called The Bar with his twin sister Margot, gets a call from a neighbor saying that his front door is wide open and his indoor cat is outside. Nick returns home to find that his wife has vanished, and the interior of the house contains signs of a struggle. Nick immediately alerts the police, who begin a manhunt, or woman hunt I guess, but the longer the investigation goes on, the more the spotlight seems to turn on Nick himself. Nick claims he's innocent, but even you, the reader, aren't sure if he's guilty or not, as it's revealed piece by piece how much Nick has been lying, not just to the police, not just to his wife, but also to himself. If you like books that are impossible to put down, let me just tell you, Gone Girl, 432 pages long in hardcover. I read it in a day. It sinks its claws into you and does not let go. I have one minor complaint, however. At the start of the book, I was blown away by the writing style. It snapped, crackled, and popped. But around a quarter of the way through the book, it dipped down to the level of very good writing as opposed to amazing writing. It picked back up again a couple of times, near the middle of the book and again near the end, but it was definitely inconsistent. I need to mention, however, that Nick and Amy Dunn are both writers in the story, and both of them act as narrator at different times. Nick narrates while he's searching for Amy, and we hear Amy's voice through diary entries that are fed to us every other chapter. Gillian Flynn did an excellent job of differentiating their writing voices. They write and speak as two very different people, and it's very impressive that a single author could do this so seamlessly. Gone Girl was definitely a thriller, and like all thrillers, it had a lot of plot twists. What was remarkable was how these plot twists were revealed to the reader. I'm usually pretty good at predicting the twists and turns of a story, and some of these I totally saw coming. Some of them took me completely by surprise. Okay, let's talk for a second about the subject of female agency. Agency just means the character's capacity for action within a story, and agency for women and minorities is usually plagued with inequality. This applies not only to fiction, but to real life, and history in particular. History textbooks are often filled with the deeds of great white men, and completely ignore developments in the Middle East and the Far East, and basically anything that women have ever done. In books and movies, women typically fall into a very narrow band of stereotypes, the damsel in distress, the wet blanket, and so on, but they rarely do anything important to a story. Just to be clear, this is not a problem that's exclusive to male authors and screenwriters. I have been shocked to see some movies and books that were written by women but contained an overwhelming majority of male characters, and the females, even in lead roles, didn't really do anything. They're just sort of guided along by much stronger male characters. I'm looking at you, Stephanie Meyer. There is a distinct and vital movement in today's art culture to increase agency for females and minorities, and Gone Girl has now claimed my #1 spot for an excellent example of female agency in storytelling. Again, no spoilers, but one female character in Gone Girl does so much for the story, the plot, and the theme, and everything, that by the end of the book, it's safe to say that Nick Dunn was never really the main character, nor was the woman he married. Finally, I have to mention the ending. Again, no spoilers, but it is one of the most surprising and frankly bold endings for a novel that I've read. Like ever. In summary, I give Gone Girl 4.5 stars out of 5. This would have been a clean 5-star book if the writing style had remained consistent throughout, but even though it did dip, it didn't dip very far. If you want an awesome page-turner, something to keep you grasping for more, without having to scare the crap out of you or horrify you with terrible, violent acts, Gone Girl is going to be one of your favorite reads of the year. Fair warning though, it does contain some strong language, so if that's not your bag, you might not want to check it out. Thank you for watching 5 Minute Books. You can purchase this novel if you so desire, and I certainly hope you do, by clicking on the book cover, which will take you to the Amazon bookstore via an affiliate link that helps fund this show. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel below to see future reviews and other book-related goodness every weekday, and we'll see you next time.